Hello, in this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through our grant management system, the online platform that you will use to submit your Western SARE proposal. To access, please go to projects.sare.org or click on the link found in the call for proposals. From this page, you can access the SARE project database and learn about the work that SARE has funded by clicking on Search Projects. You can create an account if you don't already have one so that you can access the system. And once your account is created, you can go straight to log in. You must have a SARE account in order to apply for our grants. So let's log in. After logging in, you'll find yourself on this page. Please check the info in the box on the right to make sure that your profile and contact information is entered and up to date so that we can contact you if needed, and so that your submission can be processed. On the left-hand side, you'll find the link to start a new grant proposal or to manage any proposals that you've started. If you select Start a New Grant Proposal, you'll be brought to this screen. The grant management system is shared among all SARE regions, so you will want to select the plus sign next to the Western region to see the list of calls for proposals that are currently open. For each call, you'll see a link to the call for proposal, the closing date for each program. And please note that the ending time is listed as Eastern time for each, so you will have to convert the time to your local time zone to ensure you make the deadline. If you have any proposals started, a link will appear below that grant program. If you already have a draft started, please use that link to continue to work on your draft instead of creating a new proposal. If you select Begin a New Proposal, you will go straight to the overview page. However, if we start with this link to our existing proposal, we will be brought to a draft of that proposal. From this page, select Edit Proposal, and you will also end up on the proposal overview page. From this page, we can add and edit our title and our project description. The project description is used for search results and is different from your project summary. To edit these, we will just enter Edit, make the changes here, and hit Save when you are done. You will want to remember to save often because the system will not save automatically for you. If you as the applicant are not the principal investigator, you can make that change here. The PI must also have an account in the grant management system. So if they do not, you can create one for them here. If they do, you can enter their email address to add them to the submission form. You can also add an additional editor, which will give them the ability to review and make changes to your proposal. Next, we will want to look through the proposal requirements, and we can use this box to work through the different sections of the proposal. You will notice that if there are red asterisks showing, that means that you still have questions to answer in that section. So if we click here, for example, on project basic information, we'll see that this red check mark here shows that I still need to answer the subject matter for this proposal. We will do that by clicking Edit. We will select our answer and hit Save to move on. Now that there is an answer, you'll see that there is a green check mark where there was the red X. The green check mark will show that you have completed this section. From this page, we can also move through our proposal. We can go to the previous or the next section. We can go back to that proposal overview page. We can view our draft, and we can view the call for proposals. As we work through our proposals, you'll see that some sections have text boxes that will allow you to include more details. For example, with this text box, we can add emphasis to the font, we can create formatted list, we can change the text alignment, add hyperlinks, tables, and more. And as we enter our text, that word count will auto-update. If you'd like to insert a table, you do so by clicking here on Table. You can build how many rows and columns you need. This can be edited later if you need to make any changes to the table format. The table will appear. You can enter text directly where you want it. The sizes of the rows and columns will update as you type to fit the text. And from this pop-up of buttons below the table, you can access the table properties window, delete the table, add or remove rows and columns. So you can make changes to the table after it's in there. Some sections will also allow you the ability to add media. If you select Add Media, it will open a window for you. From this window, you can add files by clicking on Select Files and then navigating to the folder where your file is stored. Or you can drag and drop the file into the window to upload. Files can only be up to 150 megabytes, so you might have to edit them before uploading. The media library will accept PDFs, Excel sheets, and JPEGs. It will not allow you to upload if it is not a supported extension. After uploading, we will move over to the media library, which will show you all of the items that you have uploaded. If you select a file, an attachment details sidebar will appear. You can see the file information, add alternative or descriptive text for images, edit the file title, and add a caption. But please note that captions will count in the word count of whatever section you have added the file to. Once you hit insert, you can put that media into the section, for example, in this text box. Once again, click save to save your work before you move on. As you move through your proposal, you will notice that each section details the percentage that it contributes to the proposal's overall score when it is reviewed. It will describe what is needed in each section. However, it is important to also refer to the call for proposals because it has more detailed prompts than what appear here. When you get to the budget section, please make sure that you are using the most recent Western SARE budget workbook. This file can be downloaded through the link provided here on the proposal form, and the link should also be in the call for proposal. You will then enter your budget workbook using the media library. So in this example, you can see that you can only upload an Excel spreadsheet. When we select file, it will only show us the file extension that is allowed in this part. So we'll hit insert, we'll hit save, and you can see the name of your file is here. The last section will be adding your supporting documents. To do this, similarly to the budget workbook, you will hit edit. And this will again tell you which file types are allowed for each component. And again, if you select file, it will take you to the media library. Once you insert, you can double check that you have the right file included and make sure you again hit save. Once we have all of the sections completed, we can view our draft. If we scroll through, we'll see that we have all of our supporting documents at the end. You can check that you've uploaded the right ones. You can check that they're correct. When you're done with reviewing, go back to Edit Proposal to get back to our proposal overview page. We can scroll down to our proposal requirements. We see that all of those red asterisks are gone, which means that we can submit our proposal. You'll need to hit submit twice. So the first submit button will take you to this page confirming that you would like to submit your proposal. Once you submit your proposal, you will receive a confirmation email from projects@sare.org. You may unsubmit your proposal as long as the proposal window is still open. Just remember, if you do that, then you want to make sure that you submit it again so that your proposal is considered. We hope that helps. And if you have any questions, please reach out to our grant program emails so that you will be connected with the person that can help you with the program that you're interested in. Thank you.